Hello there, the internet. Welcome back. We're back in the video style after we did a few, what was it, 2 weeks of just audio? Is that what we did?
Yeah, 2 weeks of audio.
Okay, well, we're back in the video format so you can see our
See our,
beautiful, boofy faces once
yeah, I
again.
was gonna say our beautiful faces.
I've lowered my microphone because I got one complaint saying people couldn't see my face, and so now it's just covering my chin. So hopefully,
Ah,
this is for you, Mike. You're the one who bitched about it. So, aha, the mic is now down here.
mine's on the side, so I don't have to worry about that.
That's true. So before we even get into anything COTA related, I just want to start off and say that I missed, just like we established last weekend, I missed the races, pretty much all of them last week at Atlanta.
hmm
I was not aware how serious the Haley Deegan situation was until after we had recorded the Atlanta video.
Yeah, I did not realize it until I guess when she posted a video how bad it was. Because to be honest, I didn't really watch the truck race, so I missed what happened. I knew that something happened, like she had a mechanical issue, but she posted a video on YouTube, and the whole situation was just like crazy bad. Like what she pretty much like went through.
Yeah, so I just wanted to address that before we even get into COTA. Just say like I'm really happy to see that Haley's okay after all
Yeah.
that because when I did was scrolling through Twitter, I was kind of half-assed scrolling through Twitter, so I saw something that said she was out for mechanical issues and that the truck was on fire, but that was pretty much all I saw from that
hmm
incident. And then we did the rest of our shit. We recorded our Atlanta video, and then I think it was the next morning. I think the next morning I got on Twitter and I saw something and I was like, "Well, that's weird." And then I was on YouTube like a few hours. I don't remember exactly when she uploaded that video. It was either Monday or Tuesday.
Yeah.
It's been a weird week, but whatever day it was that they uploaded the video, it popped up in my recommended, and I was like, "What the fuck?" And I clicked on it, and I was like, "Oh my god, I didn't realize it
How
was
bad it
that
was.
bad." Yeah, no.
Yeah. No, because like I guess the fire was going into her tube, and when they tried to put the fire out, the fire extinguisher went inside the tube as well. So she was like breathing in smoke and like the whatever you call it, I guess like the chemicals from the fire extinguisher. So
Yeah.
she was pretty much like suffocating in that car.
So I'm saying, thank God they fucking pulled her out of there in time because that could have been a lot worse. So
Yeah.
just once again, just before we got into anything cutter related, I just wanted to address that and say that we weren't aware of the situation while recording, and thank God they were able to
That
pull
she's
her out of
okay.
there. Yeah, and that she's okay.
Yeah.
Oof.
Yeah. That was pretty crazy to see. And that's the thing too, is like Fox never really focused on that, I don't think. Even like on the highlights. Um they just kind of pointed out like, oh, she had a mechanical issue and there was a fire underneath the truck. But you saw a whole different perspective from her point of view,
Yeah,
and
that
it
was a
was a lot
big
lot worse
deal.
than what it was.
That was a big. I mean, yeah, because trucks. I mean, vehicles catch fire all the time in NASCAR. It's like not all the time, but you see it every once in a while. You'll see like someone loses their brakes and the brake rotor is on fire, or there's a gas leak and that catches fire. It's like you see it, but very rarely do we see it to that degree. And usually, when it does happen to that degree, they cover it. So if they didn't even mention it during the broadcast, then either maybe Fox wasn't aware it was that bad, or they just were doing Fox things and just ignored it.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. But it doesn't surprise me. But the good thing is that she walked out okay and was able to race the next weekend. So
Yeah, which while we're on that topic, she's not having a wonderful season.
no, not the
She's
best, which is kind of scary because like I mean last year she had a pretty decent start. She was getting like top 15s, top 20s. It seems that this year just seems to be like a lot of bad luck.
see that's what I'm
Um,
saying. I don't think this is a driver issue. What I'm noticing is that she just keeps getting a lot of bad breaks. Like she's been crashed a few times, and then obviously Atlanta she had the fire issue. Then didn't that happen at COTA too? Didn't she get crashed in COTA?
yeah, I think she got crashed in Coda. Yeah,
Because she
but
didn't
it's like the
finish well
same
at
thing
COTA
with
either.
Vegas too. It's like she got caught up in a wreck and wasn't really her fault. And once she got in that wreck, they couldn't really continue on with the car. It was pretty much done with.
Yeah, so hopefully shit starts to turn around for her too, because it's like I want to see her. I want to see all the drivers perform well, but just to have that kind of a start to a season is you don't want it. You hate to see that, especially for a team that you know can run well because she's racing for what? She's racing for Crosley, isn't she?
DGR, David Gillen Racing.
Yeah, David Gillen. So it's like you know those trucks are good trucks. You know they can run easily top 15, top 20. So it's just they just don't have the luck right now apparently.
Yeah, they just got to put it all together. I think next week they go to Martinsville, so hopefully it's a little bit better
See.
luck for her. Get a better
Yeah.
run.
We've seen cars without panels win there, so hopefully if they don't smash in the radiator, they'll be okay.
They'll be
So,
a-okay.
yeah. So now moving past that, let's go into COTA weekend. No rain.
Yeah,
No rain.
no rain, no rain at all. Not Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. All sunshine.
All sunshine, which funny enough, I kind of watched the truck race. It was actually a pretty eventful truck race and also uneventful at the same time. It was pretty much a run-of-the-mill truck race, to be honest with you.
Yeah, it was pretty much a runaway for Kyle up
So
until the
you
end.
say that it was a runaway, but who was it? Friesen and Bowman. I should
Oh,
have written it
Frazen,
down. Yeah, it was Friesen and Friesen. I can't say his name for some reason.
Stuart Friesen,
Stuart Ice Friesen, but God,
Ice Friesen. No,
yeah.
we're gonna call him that now. Ice Friesen.
Didn't who called him that first? I think wasn't it Vince Welsh who
Probably,
called him that
probably
first?
Vince Welch. It sounds like something he would say.
Yeah. So it was a runaway for Kyle until there were what two? There were like two cautions super late in
Uh,
that race.
yeah, I think there was like two cautions at the end. I don't know if it was a green white checker though. I know there was like a few laps left on that restart, but
Damn, you think I would have written that part down, but I guess I didn't.
yeah.
Whoopsie.
Whoops. But yeah. I mean, it kind of sucked for Kyle because he had like the fastest car, but Alex Bowman pulled a late move and bumped both of them out of the way and gave Zane Smith the win. So
Well, to be honest, would you expect anything less from anybody? And not even like Bowman, but
I
like, I feel
mean,
like anybody would have because I think
everybody in that race was pretty aggressive
I was gonna say I think Stuart
because
Friesen also overdrove. They both overdrove the corner. It's just Bowman overdrove it a little bit more, and that's what smashed them all up into Kyle. And then
yeah.
Zane Smith just took it and ran.
But you've seen that a lot in the truck series. You've seen a lot of trends of just pretty much reckless driving. Even like last year in Martinsville, speaking of which, we're going there next week. But last time they were at Martinsville, everybody was complaining because they were saying that there's no respect because all they pretty much do is just wreck each other.
Oh,
There's
I was gonna
no,
say, wasn't that
there's
Matt Crafton
no,
who just absolutely slaughtered the youth?
yeah, yeah, I believe it was Matt Crafton. He just said like, there's no respect out there. Everybody just wrecks to win.
He's
And
not
it's kind of true
wrong.
because I mean, you saw that today, and I'm pretty sure you'll see that next week. So,
Okay. Something else I want to give a shout out to. I need to go open the actual finishing results, but Brad Perez making his debut truck
ah,
start,
yeah,
top 20,
top 20 in his
I
first
believe.
ever NASCAR start.
Yeah, he finished exactly 20th is what I have over here. I love
Yeah,
when they cued the radio for him and they were like, "Oh, hey Brad, how's the truck all this?" And he goes, "Why are you talking to me? I'm in last."
I love that part. Like, why am I the one you're talking to?
It's like,
But
don't you have
yeah,
more important people to talk to?
no, but I loved it. I mean, like just to give him like a huge shout out, just to show how hard he worked, and I mean, for him to pull off a top 20 in his first start, that's pretty impressive.
Yeah. So
Speaking of impressive runs, I mean Parker Kligerman had a good run too up
that's
until the end.
true. He did.
And he pulled a double duty in the Xfinity series, which I'll talk about later. But
Yeah.
Truck series, he had a really good run, but it's just unfortunate that he had what happened to him at the end. He could have had a really good run.
Yeah. That's true with a lot of people though. But also Matt Jaskell didn't run out of power
Yeah, I saw
at the
that
end of the
too.
race because he was
And
running
he,
fairly decently too.
yeah, I was gonna say he was running fairly decent, and I saw that he stopped at the track, and they said he had a mechanical issue. So tough break for him, but I'm sure he'll rebound next week at Martinsville.
Yeah, we'll see how that goes. But as far as the last lap shenanigans, that was wild.
Yeah. I mean, that was pretty wild. I mean, you were kind of expecting that for a last, for a final restart, for that to be pretty really crazy. So I mean, it was pretty entertaining, but it kind of sucked at the end because Kyle had the best truck, but
I feel
knocked
like the
out.
position Kylo was in, he was gonna get dumped either way. It was either the exactly what happened, or he cut the corner low and they just plow into his tailgate and do that. But
He pretty much had nowhere else to go though, because he was on the outside. And it's like he could break more, but
yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Is
you
like
can tell that
he chose
he
to
was
run wide because I feel like they said in the broadcast and stuff, he knew they were gonna dive bomb him, so he tried to run wide, so it gave him a little bit of cushion, but they still hit him. But
yeah.
in the reverse scenario where he didn't run wide and he tried to cut the corner close, they also, if they had overshot again, they probably still would have wiped him. He would have been wiped out either way. So
Yeah.
it's
Either
just the
way, he was
spot he
gonna
was
get
in.
screwed over.
Yeah.
But it is what it is. I mean, Fox showing like the constant medieval um, jousting
Oh
going on
yeah,
in
that's
the
right.
midfield.
The knights, the
I was like,
knights.
what? Is that we went from kids to what was the last one? Was it kids?
Well, they got fucking annihilated for showing too many kids, so now they're just showing people fighting in night costumes in the infield, I guess.
Honestly,
Did you see any kids during the truck broadcast? I was kind of half paying attention. I was like
I
half
did not.
watching it. Okay.
I didn't. I don't know. I was kind of like watching in and out of the truck race, but I
Okay.
saw a lot of medieval shots in the broadcast. I'm like, oh, I guess we're switching it up now.
I did see that. I guess they got the message. I guess somebody opened Twitter and went, "Oh shit."
Maybe we should stop.
Yeah. Uh,
Um,
any closing thoughts on trucks?
nope. I just want to say congrats to Zane Smith on his second Truck Series win this season.
All right.
So
Zane Smith.
that's it.
There you go. So looking at Xfinity now. Ty Gibbs didn't finish great, I don't think, but to win the
He
pole coming off that win, that's pretty
he
cool
ran
too.
pretty decent though.
He did. He finished 15th, which I guess isn't awful, but when you look at Ty Gibbs, you at this point you kind of expect top 10, top 5s from him.
Yeah.
But even what's impressive to me is I didn't get to see anything Xfinity related just because I was working when they were doing qualifying and stuff on Friday, and then Saturday the race started when I had to be at work. So,
Hmm.
but the stuff I was looking at, Ty Gibbs was on the pole, and that's coming off the win last week in Atlanta. So that was pretty big momentum from coming into COTA.
Yeah, I would say so. I mean, kind of builds up a lot of momentum, but for him to kind of just, I don't know, he really didn't have a lot for the whole field. And then not only that, but you have like AJ, which is pretty good at road courses. You had a few other Cup Series drivers in there too. You had Ross Chastain, Cole Custer. So you had a few other guys to kind of race against that were pretty competitive.
Yeah, I was gonna say maybe road course. Oh, I can't even say that because didn't he win on the Daytona road course last year?
Yeah, that's true.
I was
He
gonna
did
say
beat
maybe
Austin
road courses
Cindric.
aren't his thing, and then I remembered, oh shit, he won on a road course already.
Yeah. But I don't know if he ran Coda last year though, because I know he was on a partial schedule for the Xfinity Series.
I don't think so. I don't remember him running Coda last year.
Yeah, I don't remember that either. But I mean, he ran fairly decent. Let's see where he finished
Last year or today? Yesterday.
yesterday.
He finished 15th yesterday.
Yeah, not too great.
Ah, no, that's what I'm saying. Like mid pack.
Yeah.
Who is
Um,
texting me? I am filming.
I'm filming.
Anywho,
Um,
I have nothing to say about the Xfinity race because I didn't see it, so I'll let you carry this
uh,
part.
it was all right. It wasn't too bad. It kind of sucked for Chastain though, because he had a really good car, and I think he got spun out towards the end of the race and kind of screwed him over. So, uh, tough break for him. But AJ ended up pulling out the win. I mean, he pretty much had it in the bag, regardless. So
I'm gonna say what I'm looking at here. He won. He led like half the race, didn't he?
yeah, but I think once AJ or Chastain kind of got screwed over, the race was pretty much won by AJ. 'Cause I think that was the only guy that could compete with him.
Okay.
And then Joey Logano was in the booth too. I mean, he did pretty good. I mean, I think he's a pretty good broadcaster. I mean, he makes it entertaining, but not like where it's too. He tries to crack too many jokes, but he makes it
Don't they all
pretty.
though? Don't they all try too hard to make jokes?
Some of them do, but I feel like Joey doesn't try too hard. He tries to put in some knowledge, but I think he's a good fit for the broadcast.
I was gonna say I don't mind Joey Logano that much as a broadcaster.
Yeah, he's actually pretty good. I like him. I mean, for a guy that I'd never really liked before, um,
Yeah.
he's pretty good in the broadcast. But that's all I got for Saturday. So
Okay. Actually, there's one thing I do want to bring up for Saturday. You had texted me this. What was going on with Brandon Jones?
oh, I forgot about that.
Do you know what happened there? Because I didn't have time to look into it.
So let me see. I'm trying to remember. It was between. I didn't even see it on TV. It was more on Twitter. Um, Josh Bilicki and Brandon Jones. I guess they made contact at the end. Um, I guess Brandon Jones made a comment about Josh Bilicki, and then Brandon Jones like came after him and just like pretty much wailing him on Twitter and like saying like oh like you're only here because of your dad's money and like I don't know. I guess he's just mad because I mean I understand that he's upset because he got wrecked, but yeah, they just kind of feuded out.
Damn. Okay. I'm gonna see if I can find those tweets. If I can find them, I'll pop them up on the screen. But if I can't, then it's whatever. But that was something
But yeah, but
I
they.
feel
I
like
mean,
was worth noting.
I wouldn't say Brandon Jones was in a Twitter war with him, but it was more about Josh Bilicki just going ham on him on Twitter
Okay.
and like, just roasting him.
Poor
Actually, let me see
guy.
if I can pull up the tweets. Ah, here we go. So the tweet says, uh, "Dude used his bumper on me multiple times and pushed me off the track when we were side by side. I used my bumper on him, didn't even come close to spinning him, and he retaliates by dumping me on the straight. Pathetic. Sadly, I don't have a daddy that can pay for that damage like him."
Whoops.
And then somebody came at him too. I guess the team that he raced for, Alpha Prime Racing, they made a quote, I guess, from Jones. He says, "Yeah, I wrecked him." And then they said, "Must be upset that he keeps getting outrun by both our guys." And then Josh Bilicki commented on that, saying, "I'd be upset too if I was running lap times outside the top 20 in a Joe Gibbs car. Doesn't justify what the 19 did to us though. Wrecked us on a freaking straightaway. Proud of the team Alpha Prime. Fast car came from 34th to 17th in 6 laps before we got flat out wrecked."
Yeah, that's an
So
oopsie.
yeah, yeah, it's a big oopsie.
Brandon Jones having a bad day,
Yeah,
both on the
I
track and
mean,
off the
then
track.
again, he hasn't really been performing that well.
I'm gonna be honest. I forgot Brandon Jones was in a car.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
no. I mean,
I
he hasn't
just
really run that well. I mean, I don't know if it's just because of like he's just like running outside a lot of the top 10 a lot or what, but
he
I
has a really
rarely.
good run every once in a while, but overall, I feel like a majority of the season, I forget that Brandon Jones drives for Gibbs. Because usually the
Yeah,
Gibbs cars are up fighting for wins, and if they're not fighting for wins, they're in the top 10 somewhere. But he's so quiet. He's so quiet about it.
I mean, the last time I heard about him was Auto Club, and that's when he fucking made a sandcastle in the pit lane.
Yeah. Yeah, and
Um,
I feel like that's what he does. He runs very quietly, and then he'll either make the highlight reel or he'll win the race. So it's just like, and I think that's
yeah,
why I forget he exists is because we're focusing on everyone else who's making some noise, and then he'll just quietly have a good day or a bad day, or build a
because he just
sandcastle or
runs
win a
like I
race.
would say he runs mid pack throughout most of the races. Like he doesn't really like run in the top five like Ty Gibbs or Daniel Hamrick.
No, he's
He
not
kind
always
of just
mixing it
runs in
up.
the yeah. But even then, like the Fox will talk about like there'll be like a small team running up front in the top 15, but he rarely gets talk about when he runs like 14th or 13th.
Yeah, it's also that's why exposure is important because you don't get talked
Yeah,
about. People like us forget you exist apparently. So
forget you race for Joe Gibbs.
yeah, and something else too. Bubba Wallace made his return to Xfinity.
Yeah, he actually ran pretty decent too.
Like I said, did he break a track bar or something? He broke. I know that.
He broke the transmission. He lost second
Ah,
gear.
that's right. Okay, I know he
It's
broke
it
something.
sucked
I
really
can't remember
badly
what it was.
because I remember watching him and he was like running in the top five. I'm like, holy shit, I guess that actually has a good chance. And then I think right before the end of stage two, he was like really slow. I'm like, oh shit, something's wrong. And they came on the broadcast. It's like, oh, he has a transmission failure. He lost second gear, so he was pretty much like trying to limp it back into pit road. And I think once
Damn.
he limped it back, they tried fixing it, but that was the end of it. There was no fixing it.
Damn,
And
that
it's so
feels
hard
bad.
too, because you're racing on a road course, but it's so important to have second gear because that's like pretty much the gear you're running the most. So just kind
Yeah,
of
I was gonna say on an
tough
oval
for
he
you.
would have been fine, but because he's on a road course, it's really gonna fuck you up a little bit.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
it sucks for him, but I'm sure he'll rebound.
Yeah, I mean the good news is it's just the Xfinity race, so it's like he got the seat time he needed. He got to run the track a little bit before the Cup race. Even though he
Yeah.
lost second gear, he still got that little mental track map down a little bit better. Anything else you want to cover, or are you good to roll on into today or
To the Cup
yesterday
Series.
if you're watching this on YouTube?
Yeah. I'm good. So
Alrighty, so for Cup, we had another wheel. Staying on the Bubba Wallace story, we had another wheel come off today. So Booty Barker is gonna have a nice little vacation here
for
in the
4
next couple
weeks.
of days. Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah, I saw that, and that really sucked.
So Bubba Wallace not having a good weekend because his.
Not a good season at all. I mean, he had a couple good
Mm,
runs, but
yeah, that's true.
I would say Daytona 500 he ran good, and then after that it's just been kind of shit. He's been having good runs, but can't seal the deal. It's always like a crash or a mechanical issue or something happens on pit road. So
His wheel comes sailing off. That's
the
not what you want to
wheel.
see.
Sorry,
What?
I was imitating Vince Welch.
Oh,
The wheel.
the wheel.
The wheel.
The wheel. All right. God, he finished almost last. Bubba did
Yeah,
38th. Damn.
that's bad.
That's yeah,
That's really bad.
yeah. But even then, the Cup race actually wasn't that bad today. I thought it was a pretty decent race today.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty decent too. You kind of saw a lot of racing up front, so um,
Dude, Team Trackhouse though. Even early on, Daniel Suarez was doing a
he was
wonderful
running
job.
good. I thought he was going to be a contender for the win up
I
until that
did
issue.
too. But then he got punted going on one of the
Yeah,
corners. So
yeah, that really sucked. I mean, if that didn't happen, I would have thought he would have won.
I feel like he could have if Suarez hadn't gotten punted or if he was able to recover well enough to get back up in the mix. I feel like this easily could have been a Chastain and Suarez up front battling for that win because they were both up front. They were both doing really well. Suarez just got the bad end of the stick on that one.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, he had the best car, and I think he won the first stage.
He did. He did win the
Yeah,
first stage.
so he was definitely. I mean, what's nice about this season is that you're starting to see a lot of new teams starting to compete up front, and not only new teams but like new drivers. So I mean, we've seen Ross Chastain run up front multiple times this season. So you kind of knew he was bound to win, and then
Dude,
not
he
only that,
almost
like
won
last
Vegas.
year, yeah, and then last year he ran pretty well at COTA too. So I mean, he's starting to perform well, become like a playoff contender. I wouldn't say championship contender yet, but I would say playoff contender for sure.
I feel like they can definitely make it pretty deep into the playoffs.
Yeah.
I don't think they'll make the final four, but they can definitely make it past the first, if not the first two rounds of the playoffs
Oh yeah, for sure. I
easily.
mean, Ross Chastain's a pretty aggressive driver too. I mean, you've seen it. um,
Yeah.
he's pretty aggressive, but I think that's what kind of puts him out front though. He's not afraid to put the bumper to you if it's for the win. So,
I was gonna
and
say
I mean,
that
you
last lap.
yeah, he was not gonna let that go away.
No, that how do you feel about that? Do you feel it was justified what he did to Allmendinger?
I mean, AJ didn't really like wreck them. He just kind of moved him out of the way. I mean, eh, it's kind of hard. It's kind of hard to say because the thing you have to think about too is like, yeah, he wrecked him, but it's for the win. So
Yeah. See,
that's what
that's
you
what I
got to
was
think
gonna
about
say.
too.
I feel like it was
And I don't
circumstantial. I
think
feel
it.
like if Bowman wasn't there, AJ simply just would have overshot the corner. So I feel like it was more of a bumper for a bumper, whereas Allmendinger is going for the win, so he tries to punt Chastain.
Mhm.
Chastain comes right back and punts Allmendinger, but now Bowman's sitting there, so they make contact and AJ goes around. So
Yeah, and I mean it's not the first time they had a run in too. I mean even when they were teammates, remember Daytona, where I
yeah.
guess Ross took out both of them.
Oh
So
no, I forgot about that.
yeah, I was thinking about that when that happened. I'm like, oh shit. But
Oh
I mean
god.
AJ was pretty upset about it, but I mean rightfully so.
Yeah,
He's going for the win, but it is what it is. That's just
that's true.
racing.
It it was honestly the perfect punt.
It was. It was. I mean, it kind of was karma for Alex Bowman too.
I get, yeah, that is a little bit of karma
Yeah, I
in
was
a
thinking of
way.
that. It's like he's in the same spot as Kyle, and he got punted, even though he was trying to stay out of the way. So,
Yeah, he had Agent Allmendinger was suddenly on his lap, and then there goes Chastain driving off into the distance.
um, yeah, but I mean, I would say it's fair and square. I mean, they raced pretty hard. I mean, yeah, AJ bumped them a little, but you know, Ross was just retaliating, and like I said, it's for the win. You got to go for the win.
He would have bumped him anyway. Like even if
Yeah, I
Allmendinger
think he
didn't
would.
hit him first, he would have moved him anyway.
Yeah, I think so.
And
Like I said,
I
he's
don't
he's
blame
an
him.
aggressive driver. He's not gonna bend over or just play it calm. He's gonna put the fender to you if it's for the win. But I think drivers are eventually gonna get tired of that. They're gonna be like, okay, like you got to cut that shit out.
Oh, for sure. He like if I feel like in that case it was mostly justified because Allmendinger put the bumper to him first. However, if it was a scenario where nobody laid the bumper to him and he went and did that, then he's gonna have shit coming back at him
Oh yeah,
pretty quick. So
for sure. And then Cooly, like for a team that used to have this guy as their driver, like they didn't give him shit, but they were kind of like saying like, oh, AJ got wrecked, he got dumped, so we had this race won, but there was no like congratulatory tweet or anything like that. So I think they were pretty upset about this.
well, yeah, I mean, yeah, I would have been. I mean, they're also not running the full season. So
Yeah.
that's something else too. This would have been a big win for them in their short amount of time that they've been in the Cup Series so far. This would have been a good win for them, and then Chastain just came and erased it. Just said, "Nah, bitch, it won't be denied."
Not tonight, baby.
Not today, bitch. I'm winning.
I'm smashing watermelons
Yeah.
and your fender.
God. Ross Chastain smashing watermelons and fenders.
I love that. I mean, that's probably the most funniest like celebration I've seen. People like have their own celebratory like style, and he just comes out with a watermelon and just smashes it.
Oh no, it's wonderful. I was slightly disappointed that he didn't smash it toward the audience, the fans,
Yeah, I
because
was like, dude.
he kind of like
Like,
sidestepped toward like the pit road and like smashed it over on the pit wall side. And I was like, buddy, you should have smashed it over where the fans were. That's what they're here for. They want to see that watermelon go
yeah,
boom.
right. I would have wanted to see that. Like, I paid money to see you smash a watermelon. Damn
I paid no money to watch this man smash a watermelon, and he did it on the other side of the car.
it! I want a refund. Damn it.
Jesus Christ.
And then Tyler Reddick had a pretty good run too. Top 5.
He
He
did.
had
He
a shot
finished
too.
5th.
I mean, it sucks because he got bumped out of the way, but
Dude,
he had
so
a
many
pretty
people
solid
got
run.
bumped out of the way.
Yeah, I was just everybody, but he's another driver that's been really consistent too this whole year. California, he ran pretty strong until he had that tire issue. Vegas, he ran pretty well. Phoenix, he ran pretty well. Almost had a shot to win it.
Tyler Reddick.
Atlanta. He's
Sorry, I
like
didn't
the
mean to cut you
new. Oh, you're good. I would say he's like the new.
He's
like
the
the new
next
Daniel
Dale
Hemrick.
Earnhardt Jr.
In the Cup Series.
He's the next what? Sorry, I was making a
No,
joke.
not the next, but he's pretty much like the Daniel Hemrick of the Cup Series.
Okay.
Like he's so close to winning, but he just can't seal the deal.
I'm gonna say this. And you're allowed to say I told you so if I'm wrong. But I feel like Tyler Reddick is gonna win a race before the season ends.
I think so too.
He's been so goddamn close. You can't tell me this man
It's
isn't
gonna
gonna
be the
win a
final
race.
4. I'm just kidding.
It's Tyler Reddick, the 2022 champion, confirmed.
wins the final race. That's his only win.
Yeah.
No,
I
but I
mean-
think he is gonna get a win by the end of this year.
Oh, for sure.
He's been running consistent a lot. So
I was gonna say they got the numbers. He actually had Fontana in the bag until that tire
Yeah.
problem happened. Like he had
he
that
had
race
that thing in the
won.
bag. If that tire issue didn't happen, he would have won it easily.
Do people still call it
Uh,
Fontana? Where did that come from?
Fontana?
Yeah. Do people still call it that? I'm realizing I called it Fontana.
Oh, Auto Club.
Yeah, the Auto Club.
You know what's funny that the last race there wasn't sponsored by Auto Club. It was called something else. It was sponsored by like a solar panel company.
Okay. Because like I feel like it has so many. Because it was the California Speedway, I think, when it opened,
Yeah.
and then it was
then
Fontana, and now it's the Auto Club, and so. But I still see people call it Fontana.
I sometimes call it, but I would say for the most part, I call it Auto Club.
Yeah, that's kind of how I know it as the Auto Club. So I'm not sure why I called it Fontana there, but we all know what I'm talking about. We're fine. We're chilling. We're Gucci.
Yeah. I mean, it depends on the context too. Like I'm saying I'm gonna go to Fontana, or did you watch the race at Auto Club?
Yeah. Same thing.
Same shit.
Anything else you want to bring up on Cup or the weekend in general?
Colleague almost pulled off the sweep. I just realized that.
What was that?
Colleague, they almost pulled off the sweep.
They almost did. Yeah, that's what they were
Xfinity
talking
and,
about with Allmendinger.
Too many commercials.
Too many commercials. I mean, that's pretty much a given at this point.
It's pretty much, yeah. I mean,
That's just
we've talked
standard.
about it like every time, but I guess one thing I forgot to point out about the Xfinity and trucks is that they had a commercial when it was like 5 to go.
I was gonna say I didn't notice it in the truck race, but didn't they go to commercial like fucking 5 laps ago? I'm like, bro.
Yeah, it was like 5 to go, and they decided to shoot a that football league. I'm like, really? Like, why? I mean,
Why
they
not?
did the side by side, but like, come on.
I feel like if there's like less than at a road course, it's huge. But like, I feel like on road courses, if there's like 10 laps to go or less, let's just not play commercial. Like the race is already almost over.
Yeah,
Like, why are we
I mean,
playing
if it was
commercials?
10 to go, I would be okay with it. But 5, I mean, the race is almost over. So
Yeah, yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. It's like 10 to go is more reasonable. It's like, okay, let's just get the last commercial break out of the way. But bro,
hmm
why are we going to commercial at 5 to go? Like, there's no point in that.
yeah, I mean, there's no point to it. But yeah, that's all I wanted to point out. Was just the ongoing issues with Fox
And their incredible commercials playing.
and cringy pre-race.
I didn't even watch the pre-race. I was just. I
I
think I.
watched a little bit of it. I think I was watching the Formula One race.
That actually that reminds me. Speaking of pre-race,
Uh,
did you watch the Cup pre-race?
yeah,
Michael Waltrip's grid walk.
I missed the grid walk.
Oh,
I didn't
okay.
see that.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I was with my nana. I wasn't fully paying attention. We had it on in the background. I was helping her with something else.
hmm
But I saw Michael Waltrip was doing the grid walk, and he was interviewing. I don't know. I don't know who it was. I'm gonna be honest. I have no idea who he was interviewing. Some big muscly dude.
Oh, the Undertaker.
Is that who that was? Okay.
Yeah.
And he did this bit about being dead, and he just like rolled his head back and made this weird ass fucking face, and even the Undertaker was like, "Bro,
Oh,
what the
I
fuck
heard
are you doing?" It
that.
was so fucking
I
awkward. I
heard
was
it, but I
like,
didn't see it in his face.
it was easily the most awkward thing I've ever seen in my life. I was like,
I think we
Mikey,
need to
what are
post
you
this on the video.
doing? You gotta
Uh,
see the video of it if you can find it, because it is oof. I'm sorry. It's just
I heard it in the background. Oh, I was upgrading the RAM on my laptop, and I heard him on the background. He's like, "What kind of face is that?" or something like
he
that.
was like, "What was
Or
that? You look like a dead deer." He goes,
he's like, "Oh, you look like a deer with headlights or something like that."
"Yeah." It was a whole thing. But when he initially did it, the fucking Undertaker just looked at him. He was like, I was like, I don't know
He's
what to
like,
do right now.
"I don't know. I'm frozen. I'm frozen." Oh
There's
God,
gotta be
poor
a video
Mikey.
of it somewhere. Someone has
I'm
to
sure somebody
has
posted
to
on either
play.
Twitter or like YouTube.
Yeah, it was oof. Like good
Good
old
old
Mikey.
Mikey doing what he does best.
Okay, so that is
And
the last thing
oh,
I wanted to bring up.
I guess somebody said Mike Joy kept calling Chase Briscoe Ryan Briscoe.
Was he?
Yeah.
Do you have any closing thoughts on the weekend, or are we good to roll on into
I'm good.
those
I think
shenanigans?
that's pretty much it. So
Okay. So, whoa, shit, that's really big. Let's make that a little
ooh,
bit
excuse me.
smaller so I can actually read it. Okay. So going into points after the amazing truck race we just had, Chandler Smith is still going to be holding on to the lead. Like so the points leader doesn't really change for trucks. It's still going to be Chandler Smith. He's going to be followed by Stuart Friesen, Zane Smith, Ben Rhodes, and Tanner Gray for the top five, with Christian Eckes, Ty Majeski, John Hunter Nemechek, Carson Hocevar, and Tyler Ankrum rounding out the top 10 there. So I feel like that win for Zane Smith really kind of helped him boost just a wee bit more up the
I'm
points ladder.
surprised Zane Smith isn't on the top or not first in the points for the trucks, at least for the regular season. Um, I got Chandler Smith, Ben Rhodes, Stuart Friesen, Zane Smith, Tanner Gray, rounding out the top five. Christian Eckes, Ty Majeski, John Hunter Nemechek, Tyler Ankrum, and Derek Kraus pounding now.
Oh, okay. I like that our points are virtually the same. So
Yeah. I mean, the only difference is that Zane Smith doesn't have the points lead, but
it's true.
that's the big difference for me.
That and you have Derek Krause as 10th, and he's not even in my top 10.
He's
He
actually
is.
tied for ninth.
He's 13th for me.
Wow, the points are actually really close. I'm not gonna lie. There's a lot of ties. So there's a tie for fourth place between Zane Smith and Tanner Gray. There's a tie between sixth for with Christian Eckes and Ty Majeski. There's a tie for ninth between Tyler Ankrum and Derek Kraus. There's a tie for 11th between Matt Crafton and Carson Hocevar.
Nice.
So
That is a lot of ties. Jesus.
and then there's another tie for 18th between Spencer Boyd and Chase Purdy. Ryan Parise is actually tied with Tate Fogelman.
I got a handful of ties over here too, but it's mostly like the first tie that even comes up on my chart is like, yeah, Chase Purdy and Spencer Boyd. They're both tied for points. And then if I scroll down a little bit more, way towards the bottom, I have Jordan Anderson and Kaz Gralla tied for points. And then I also have, ooh, is this a, oh my god, a four-way tie.
Oh.
I have a four-way tie between Jason White, Loris, what the fuck is that? Hesemans, Brad Perez, and Alex Bowman all have 17 points for my little chart thingy. And then I have a tie with Todd Bodine and Will Rogers. Brian Duzay and Ross Chastain are tied, and that's it.
Jeez. What's funny is that the points are really close. So
Well, what's the points gap between first and second on yours? I'm curious.
15 points.
What was it, 15?
Yeah.
Let me see
And
this.
then there's third place is 23 points behind. Fourth and fifth is 31. Sixth and seventh is 48. So they're all fairly close with each other.
Let me see. Yeah, because the points gap for me over here has Smith over Friesen by 13 points.
Damn.
And I think the top five are
Second.
separated. The top five are separated by 23 points. So, yeah.
Top five are separated
Close
by
battle.
31 points.
So my points are closer.
Yeah. All of them Sage points.
Right. Down to Xfinity. Noah Gregson was leading the points last weekend, wasn't he? Yeah.
Yeah.
So that has changed. He is now second. So I have AJ Allmendinger leading the points, probably because of that win. Gave him just enough to boost over him. So Allmendinger leading, followed by Gregson. Ty Gibbs is still third, followed by Austin Hill and Brandon Jones for the top five. Then it's going to be Sheldon Creed, Justin Allgaier, Ryan Sieg, Josh Berry, and Brandon Brown rounding out my top 10.
Wow. Mine are scattered. Noah Gregson is first. AJ second. Ty Gibbs is third. Justin Allgaier is fourth. Fifth is Josh Berry. Sixth is Austin Hill. Excuse me. Sorry. Seventh is Brendan Jones. Eighth is Daniel Hemrick. Ninth is Sam Mayer. Ryan Siege rounds out the top 10.
Damn.
But
Okay.
AJ is only 1 point behind.
So your points. Okay, so the real life Xfinity points are then a lot closer, because for me, I have Allmendinger over Gregson by 15 points. So
Jesus. 15 points?
15.
Christ. And Noah's only ahead by 1 point.
Damn. Okay, so there's a difference there, but yeah, that is very different. What's happening over there? Okay.
Yeah. There's a little bit of a gap, though, between AJ and Ty. I mean, Ty is 31 points behind the leader.
Oh, I got a big ass gap here. Let me see. Let me do some quick math.
Quick map.
Yeah, there's a 25 point gap between Allmendinger and Gibbs for me.
Yeah.
But dude, the fucking points gap from Gibbs to Austin Hill is fucking gigantic too. So I feel like Allmendinger, Gregson, and Gibbs are the only drivers who have been running
Um,
consistent through the first couple of races. Just looking at my points gap, because holy shit.
yeah, because on my points, Ty Gibbs is 31 points away from the leader, and then after that, Justin Allgaier is like 68 points behind.
Oh, let me see what the official gap is. So to you, for me, Christ, yeah, because from Ty Gibbs to Austin Hill, who are my third and fourth, there's a 48 point gap, just from those two, and then from Allmendinger to Austin Hill, it's a 73 point gap.
Oh my god.
So they gotta figure it out and be a wee bit more consistent. They're gonna catch him for my little fantasy point thing.
Yeah. There's no playoff points. There's no reset button.
Yeah. For over here, there's a reset in playoff points over there, but over here, nah, we raw dog this shit. we're going all season. So
All right, cool. On to the Cup Series.
yeah, let's go.
All right.
Holy shit, I didn't even realize that until just now. I have the lead is tied for the points for me for Cup.
Mine's not.
Ah, okay. Well, we'll take this. Ross Chastain has been running really well. With the win today, he actually takes over the point lead. So I have Ross Chastain as the leader. He is tied with Ryan Blaney. I have Chase Elliott in third, Joey Logano fourth, and Eric Almirola in fifth, followed by Alex Bowman, Martin Truex Jr., Kurt Busch, William Byron, and then Chase Briscoe for the top 10. I think I gave Ross Chastain the points lead, even though they're tied. I'm having him showing in first because he won the race, so I guess technically that would be the tiebreaker. So
Ah, okay. So first place I have Chase Elliott. Second is Ryan Blaney. Third is Joey Logano. Fourth, Alex Bowman. I gotta stop yawning. Fifth, Ross Chastain. William Byron is sixth. Seventh is Martin Truex Jr. Eighth is Eric Almirola. Ninth, Chase Briscoe. 10th, Tyler Reddick.
damn.
Pretty different layout compared to yours.
I was gonna say same driver's different layout. For me, Tyler Reddick is what 11, 12. 14th is Reddick for me.
There's a three-way tie for 12th.
Jesus.
Austin Cindric, Kurt Busch, and Kevin Harvick.
Do I have any ties other than the points lead? Let me see. Ooh, I have a tie for shit. 9th and 10th. I said Byron and Briscoe were, yeah, my top 10, yeah. So 9th and 10th, Byron and Briscoe are tied. And then right under that, Harvick and Busch. So Kevin Harvick and Kyle Busch are also tied. I have a tie between Eric Jones and Justin Haley. And that looks like that's it. Yeah, that's it.
I have another one. It's Christopher Bell and Ty Dillon for 23rd.
Nice.
Denny Hamlin moving up to 22nd.
Ooh, look at him go. Dude, I still have Michael McDowell ahead of Denny Hamlin in the points.
Michael McDowell is 25th. He's 1 point behind the tie between Bell and Dillon.
Nice. Dude, Corey LaJoie is right behind Denny Hamlin. Look at him go. For me, anyway.
Holy shit. He's 29th. But he's only like 4 points away.
Actually, now I'm curious. What is my points gap separation between my top 5 here? So. Oopsie. I did the wrong math on that. That is very incorrect. Okay.
Oops.
17. So the top 5 are separated by 17 points.
Mine are separated by 28 points.
Damn. Now I'm curious what my top 10 separated by. The entire top 10 is separated by 26 points.
Jeez.
That's
And
close. That's
poor Brad. He is sitting in 34th.
who's 34th?
Brad.
Brad. Oh, Kozlowski. Oh, that's right. We're gonna circle back to that now. Brad Kozlowski. Fucking. I am incorporating the actual penalties into my little fantasy points too. Going into COTA, this man had 25 points. And then, because he had 125 points, then he got penalized the 100, which scoops him down to 25. And then he had a shit ass run at COTA. So I think he is now last in the points of the full time drivers.
Yep, he is last.
This man has
David
got.
Reagan's actually ahead of him in points.
Yeah, I have David Reagan. So just as a reminder for those of you who aren't fully watching all of the videos, I am having part-time drivers also eligible for points because it makes it easier for me to make sure this is all done right. I have David Reagan, Josh Bilicki, Daniel Hemrick are part-time drivers, right? Yeah. And they're all ahead of Kozlowski for me.
I don't even have Josh Pilecki. Is he full time in Xfinity?
Bilicki, I think so.
Oh,
Dude. Brad Kozlowski is 146 points behind the leader.
he's 163 points behind for me.
Oof. So there goes the Brad Kezlowski Fantasy Championship because there's no way in fuck this man's gonna make up 146 points.
You know you're fucked when BJ McLeod's ahead of you in points.
Dude, he really is though. Yeah, he is. He's way down here. Dude, Cody Ware, BJ McLeod, Josh Bilicki, Daniel Hemrick. A lot of part-time guys ahead of Kozlowski now in points.
Cody Ware.
Yeah, Cody Ware. Everybody else, I think, is full-time. So, wow. You know you're in trouble when the part-time guys are ahead of you. So.
I mean, I just don't understand. Like, you know how serious they take this stuff too.
Yeah, they weren't fucking around. They were trying to appeal it though. Do you think it'll withhold? It'll uphold?
No, I don't
Nah.
think it will. I don't think it will.
You think they're gonna...
They were, from what I understand, is that they were caught trying to change the quarter panel. They're trying to adjust it to where, I guess. Okay, so the thing is that it's a manufactured part.
Yeah.
So they can't touch it. Oh, it's not a manufacturer; it's a vendor part. So they can't modify the vendor part at all. So however the part came is however it's supposed to be. So for them to modify it after being told that they can't modify any vendor products, they pretty much screw themselves over. So
Good job, guys.
I don't think the appeal is gonna stand. I think they're gonna have to deal with this penalty.
Okay, so yeah, there goes the Brad Kozlowski Fantasy Championship. It's really early. It's still really early in the season, but right now
It is, but that's a lot of points to lose.
Well, no, I'm just saying up at the top of the board, it's even hard to say who can even kind of be a championship favorite in terms of the fantasy points because the lead is tied and the top 10 has been shuffled around every week. So it's like I can't even make a way too early prediction on this because it's just that all over the place.
Yeah, it's too hard to project who's going to be in it too, because I mean we've had a lot of first time winners too. So you think of it, Chase Briscoe, you had Austin Cindric, and now Ross Chastain being the third first time winner.
Yeah, I was gonna say we haven't had a repeat winner this year either.
Yeah, that too. It's like I mean, who knows? Maybe next week we'll have another new winner. Maybe Suarez. It could be. I mean, Bubba Wallace is good at short tracks too, because it could be him too.
It's true. Truex has also been pretty good at Martinsville as of late, so could see a Truex win.
Kyle's good at the short tracks. I mean, you saw at the Clash, especially with the next gen, he was really good. So
that's true. Joey Logano technically doesn't
factor.
have a win yet this year. So if Joey Logano wins Martinsville, that'll now be a 7th. No, that's what I'm saying. Not a points paying win. So if Joey Logano also, because Logano, Bush, and Truex are all really good at Martinsville specifically. Like we always see them up front. So if any one of
Hmm.
those three win, we'll now have a seventh different winner in 2022.
Yeah, and then not only that, this could be uh, Keselowski's chance too, because I mean he's good at short tracks, and then I mean I hate to say it, RFK's doesn't have the best uh, mile and a half tracks, but when it comes to short tracks, Brad Keselowski can pull it off. So I mean he might have a shot at winning it too, and then this could
That's
help
true.
kind of redeem their penalty, just to kind of help them get into the playoffs. But I think they're still below the 30th in points.
That's true.
Yeah,
They
they're
got the Kyle
34th.
Busch rule in there. You gotta be 30th in points at
Yeah,
least.
I mean he's only like what 20 uh, over 30 points behind. So I mean even if you were to win, I'll probably still boost him up. So
That's true.
it shouldn't be too big of
We'll
an
see.
issue.
We'll see how that goes for them if they are able to pull off a win.
Yeah.
Dude, watch Brad Keselowski win the championship this year after getting penalized 100 points.
Oh my god, I love that picture though.
Watch him
When you
watch him pull a Kyle Busch and make the top 30 and then go win the championship.
Oh my gosh, everybody would just stop watching NASCAR.
Dude, the amount of people who will just riot in the streets if that happened.
They'll riot at Phoenix International Raceway.
Bro, they were rioting in the streets when Kyle Busch won the championship. Imagine if Brad Keselowski goes and does it too.
Yikes! I don't think I would want to be at Phoenix when that happens.
God. So anyway, we've been going for about an hour.
Yeah,
So,
almost an hour.
yeah, you got any closing thoughts on everything going on here?
Nope, that's it. I got
No.
nothing. So, next week is Martinsville.
So that's gonna
So,
be always
looking
fun to
forward
watch.
to that. Oh wait, no, it's not Martinsville. Sorry, it's Richmond.
It's Richmond.
Sorry, I
Okay.
just I
Why
just
did you lie to me? I
completely
don't have
skipped.
the schedule in front of me. I
I
just assumed
completely
what you were
skipped
telling me was
Richmond.
true.
Maybe this could be another Alex Bowman repeat, first repeat winner.
Maybe. Even then, we'll see. We'll see how it goes.
I could be wrong.
You could be, but that's why we watch. That's why we tune in to see what the hell's gonna happen.
Yeah,
So
but
I
we
guess
shall see.
we shall see. So with that being said, uh, we're gonna wrap it up here. Make sure to follow DVR on Twitter. I said last week we were gonna be more active on Twitter, then I completely forgot that we had a Twitter account. So,
Yeah. I think I posted something on there. I forgot what
I
I posted.
I think you did. I'm really busy with like the other shit that I'm trying to do. So that's another thing. I'm gonna put another shameless plug in there. Just for last week, make sure to go follow Cooly Fooly Media Productions because that's the other side thing that I've
Yeah.
been working on. That's what's been sucking up all my goddamn time is editing the crap for that.
Those videos.
So so go press play on that video, then walk out of the room if you really want to support us. Uh,
Yeah.
then
The first episode was really good. I like that
thanks. It took way too long to edit because people don't know how to record things yet. So.
one.
But anyway, go follow Cooly Fooly Media Productions. That's my little side project going on, and then also make sure to like, share, and subscribe to this stuff, this crap that you're watching now. Make sure to at least like and subscribe to the channel, and because that also really helps us a ton with that.
Cool. All right. We'll see you guys next time.
I was gonna say we'll see y'all after Richmond.
Richmond.